Beautiful people, it's me, Pamela, on my YouTube. Cho, no, what's the T? Siyahlaziya. Guys, let's just unpack nazi indaba emadlanga. Hey, Chief Mapey. Hello, baba unjani guys? Thubedlwengula emsebenzini. Smashing. Mas-subordinates wakhe. Is there anything like that, guys? Umuntu. Okay, guys, bebengimcebingani in time. Because as a result, he has even fathered a few children. Nabasho ukuthi ena how many children? Because the sisters, they were like, Sissy, Dr. Mashaz, they were asking her, Sissy, you need to tell us the amount. How many children did he have with those people that he was matching without their consent, basically? Because this guy, guys, is like rotten to the core.
Dr. Mashaz came there. This was about her and trashing people and discredit people. It had nothing to do with anyone else. No, we take 64, 65, look great. Just because we business Botox, ufuna kuba ingane. Why? Just look 64, guys. Fine, unayo mali. And manje there's a story now going around ukuthi naleyo mali of doing all of those things that you did to your body. Even ukukhetha macala abantu ukuthi people are not gonna leave you if you're not legit. That lady is not genuine. Angazi ukuthi what does she think? And even Madlanga asked her, she was just like, bruh, you didn't take it into consideration in the blue lights, in municipality being paid by this guy. Like, Utin doing their cars, fitting the cars with, actually, he donated the cars. Umatlan, fitting the cars with blue lights. You didn't take it serious. Are you serious? Straight up. The commissioner was just like, please, sis. What are you even saying? You know? That lady J thinks the people are playing. He's not at 64, guys, 65. We're playing those childish games there. Busy with your phone. They don't at her lap. I'm don't. Sisters, but say guys. I'm just like mama lagunina sevens. She's got years of experience. As I know, I was looking at my phone calls. I was looking for information. Which information, bruh? We don't bring phones. It's rude. Can we just speak and just khulume in this interview as a madlanga without touching our phones? When I pelo or the phone. Hey, those ladies are strong at madlanga. This Maloyi lady. And Silo. Why they shout those people? They shout madlanga nje akudlalwa ke. Khohlwa ke nje. Ngicabanga ukuthi madlanga indawo yokudlalela or iground lokudlalela. Ebakudonsa there. They drag you to filter. They don't care futhi. Ungacabanga ukuthi mhlambe they're gonna play with you. And the problem with her also, sisters, Dr. Mashazi, she doesn't have facts as in a proof. You can't say to people at Madlanga and be like, to commissioners basically, and be like, I know, you know, people came, the women came, but Babe Dlwengulwa and Bangaga, these women. But you just, we have funsel with Babo 3 or 4, but you don't necessarily have proof. So we can't take it serious. She needs to tell us izinto ati no Babo 3, Babo 4 that came ending yabaza magama. Like there's nothing yake substantial sisters. We are cool and she's just sucking her thumb and be like, oh yeah. And she's coming back again today. She's back again today. I'm just like, what are you gonna come and say? And about they're complaining about her. Go on social media. But so abanye amabhizinisi ethombe zakhe-ke zango-1912 what she looked like, you understand, and how she looks like now. Vele ublikile wenze konke. Guys, even yesterday again someone was asking me, why ngithanda kuba mhlophe? Ngithi mina ngazi inkinga lesi thing. But you know how I've been on my other channel, News Galore, for days ukuthi guys mawufuna ukubleach, mawufuna ukwenza noma yini, angithi ama-celebrity futhi leyo channel. So bleach abantu guys, angithi imali yakho, it works for you guys. Like, can we do stuff that works for us? Yeah, mina usisters noma ngableach noma ngenzani, mina into engifuna lapha emadlanga ukuthi she must stop lying and sucking her thumb and getting stories ezingekho right. Madlanga people don't play, but they want izinto that affect, they want things that are genuine, izinto zangempela that happened, that you wrote down. Ungathi no angazi kusibaba ibanga, I'm not sure. You need to be sure about your stuff, bruh. Umdala una 64, 65. Why are you trying to play some childish games? And every time they speak to her, we are like, what's funny there? Lo mama nje udlalile, ngicabanga ukuthi siyadlala. And thina ahlahle into elandelayo for us emadlanga isenzo meyi wakhe sesikhathi sokudlala sinaso. Naye uGeneral Mapeye, guys, he is so rotten. Oh my gosh, uhambe efaka iPIPI yakhe ebantwini. And then as a result, the PIPI yakhe angakwazi ukuyicontrola father children there. Kuma subordinates wakho, guys. We still have to prove that though, because sisters now yamazi usisilo. uDr Mashas akazazi indaba zakhe. You still have to prove lokho ngoba uyasho ukuthi no iPIPI ka Mapeye akakwazi ukucontrol ayifake la and abantu abathola ama promotion, and what they realized there is that mostly it was women that didn't get promotions ngoba ubhuti uyayifaka iPI yakhe ayifake la mawufuna promotion fanele akufake iPIPI yakhe. Guys, like honestly bra, those things very happen at work, and ezinye kuyathulwa. Guys, those things are wrong. People must speak up. Basho ukuthi lo uyangenza ukenza izinto ngoba ngijoba ngila emsebenzini, uyabona leyo nto leyo. So he was smashing people, that guy there. Yo futhi guys, Mapeye, this is not even funny. I'm just like, honestly, so this lady is coming back again today. Basically. Guys, in the end, Dr. Mashwazi doesn't take a job seriously. At some stage, there was a fly going around there. Uti, as this fly is a sabotage. Bembuza, guys, serious things. They were asking here about performance. You should have then done performance appraisals on Mapeye if he was appointed in 2022. So in 2023, by May fanele wenze ama appraisals like she doesn't care. Like she just gave those people jobs and they were even reading the appointment letter there. I'm just like, sissy, well, nah, you never take anything seriously. This is why you guruleni ila icon. The MPD, guys, is like rotten to the core. It's unbelievable. And I even thought MPD was even better maybe than JMPD. It's actually worse by far. They do whatever they want. Maybe time to it's okay. Simfagela blue lights in his cars. We can do that. Like guys, unbelievable.
Regarding the precious stones theft allegedly committed by members of EMPD who were reporting directly to Brigadier Mkhwanazi. When I delivered it to her, she challenged me on the fact that the letter does not make any reference to Brigadier Mkhwanazi, and neither does he appear in the attached pictures. She suggested that I was persecuting Brigadier Mkhwanazi and was biased towards him and threatened to suspend me with immediate effect. She immediately corrected herself and told me that she was actually suspending me with immediate effect. I have just read paragraph 104 of Chief Mapeye's statement. My first question to you is, did you see the letter the letter of demand that Chief Mapeye references regarding alleged theft of precious stones by members of EMPD who report to Brigadier Mkhwanazi?
Thanks. I need to correct the fact that he came to me on the 15th. He came to me on the 16th, where I raised the issues I've raised. The report about the precious stones, we found it in the bundle, and also in the bundle from Mapeye and them. He himself never discussed this with me. And for me, it's fabrication of information that I ask him, where's Julius? I mean, if there's a suit, 45 million litigation against the city, as an accounting officer, I must be worried and do something, rather than looking for a face of some junior official.
This is the claim for 45 million and complaint against certain members of EMPD who acted unlawfully with the result that a citizen in Killarney was robbed of a certain quantity of precious stones. The first issue is, besides the unlawfulness of the act, is the fact that these members were acting outside the jurisdiction of Ekurhuleni. As a consequence of their actions, the city is now facing a claim, a potential claim of 45 million for damages. You confirm that your office received this demand, letter of demand?
Yes, we received this. My office did receive. Maybe I should explain the process. Any summons that the city receives, because some of them are agent and whatever, they go directly to the HOD legal, to the legal department. Obviously, the summons went to the department from my office to the HOD legal to assist us to defend the case because they have panel of attorneys.
Although we're not talking about a summons here, I take it, you considered the content of this document and in particular noted the importance of the allegations in that members of the city EMPD, which is part of the Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Municipality, not only undertook unlawful acts out in the public, but did so outside the jurisdiction of Ekurhuleni. I won't pose a question, I'll make a suggestion to you that ought to have been an exceptionally disturbing state of affairs. Was it equally disturbing to you?
Agreed.
And it came to your attention?
It came to my attention, but not through the way Chief is alleging.
Did you engage Chief Mapieye on the content of this very disturbing notice?
As I indicated, ma'am, that the process, when we receive summons, my PA urgently takes the summons to the corporate and legal. She records them and take them directly to corporate and legal to defend.
But these are not summons. This is not a summons.
It's a letter of demand.
Yes. And the contents of which you became aware.
I became aware because it was served in my office.
Yeah, indeed.
And it was sent to corporate and legal.
And I'm asking whether, on becoming aware of the contents of this document, did you take up this exceptionally serious issue with the Chief of Police, Chief Mapieye?
Chief Mapieye, remember I indicated that I took the document straight. The document was taken straight to corporate and legal. We never had a chance of discussing this thing with Mapieye because already is a letter of demand that needs legal attention. Because if we do not address the letter of demand, you'll get summons, litigations, and so forth. Because in terms of letter of demand, the litigation is about 36 million, which is concerning for the city and concerning to me as an accounting officer.
You seem more concerned about the value of the demand and less about the conduct of EMPD officers.
It's incorrect, ma'am. I agree.
You agree that you are more concerned about the 45 million?
No.
Okay. Sorry, the dean coming from next door is interfering with my hearing. And hence my question. And my question is premised on the assumption that this is not a daily occurrence. It ought to have come as an absolute shock to you. And I want to understand from you whether it was sufficiently shocking that you demand that Chief Mapieye engage you on the contents of this notice. Was it that shocking to you? Or you thought it is an issue that could be discussed in the course of time?
For me, there are two things. It was about the serious misconduct of his officers. Two, the issue of the city being dragged into this, and the issue of, in terms of the issue of litigation. So hence I'm saying legal documents, and I'll reiterate again, that I cannot interpret legal documents. If there's a letter of demand or summons or whatever, they will go to HOD Behar. I wouldn't waste time because immediately I want to sit with a report like this in the office, and there are a lot of reports. and wasting time in terms of letter of demand or summons and whatever. I've been summoned to different courts within Gauteng, where issues of this nature have actually happened. The misconduct, the briberies and so forth, and lack of implementation of awards and so forth. So I really don't want to waste time. I did not want to waste time.
I appreciate it. But I'm more interested in the content, what you did with it. As you can see from page 117, attached to the notice were pictures, color pictures. Unfortunately, the copies we had ever black and white, so it is difficult to make out who is who in those pictures. But Chief Mapieye testified that the original was forwarded to IPID and that those pictures are in color, and that in those color photographs, members of EMPD are easily recognizable. What I want to engage you on is not about how you treat summons. It's about how you treated this issue vis-a-vis the chief of police. It is concerning to me that you didn't even bother to have a conversation with him.
Thank you, ma'am. Did you ask the same question because he is the executive CEO of the department? Did you ask him that question? What did he do about this?
Yes, I asked
because it has nothing to do with the accounting officer. He has a function and powers from the SAPS Act that he must discipline, he must do 1, 2, 3. He's given those powers, and we discussed those powers at length this morning, that he is empowered to do 1, 2, 3 in terms of the SAPS Act, to discipline members, to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I think it's a bit unfair that these questions are now posed to me while he failed to do his duties as an accounting officer of the department or as an executive director in terms of the SAPS Act.
Okay, it was, and you recall I read from his statement where he said, according to this document, it's got a date stamp of the 8th of August, 2023, which is the date on which the EMPD received it. Your office received it later, actually, on the 15th. And on the 15th, he came to your office to discuss this document and show you, according to him, the problems being experienced and illegal acts performed by members of EMPD. And rather than engage with the contents of this document, you took issue with him that he appears biased towards Mkhwanazi.
Can I just maybe test this? Chief Mapieye reports to you in the same way as Mr. Sheka reports to you. You receive this notice of intention to institute legal proceedings. There's an amount involved, but more importantly, there's allegations of criminal conduct from members of the EMPD. Surely it's not good enough for you. It cannot be good enough, and please say if you disagree and why. It cannot be good enough that you say, well, Chief Mapieye is the one that was supposed to institute disciplinary proceedings. I took this demand and I sent it to legal, and that's the end of my role. He's your direct report. On a serious matter of criminal conduct, such as serious and huge financial exposure potentially to the city, I would expect my city manager to ask Kasheka, are you aware of this? I want a report. If Kasheka is the right person, and from what you're saying, it sounds she's not even the right person, but somehow she gets involved in Mkhwanazi's matters. But I would expect at the very least that the city manager who receives this notice says to Mapieye, I want a report. I want to know what you're doing about these criminal people that are in our system that have gone and robbed someone outside jurisdiction. And I'm concerned that your attitude is, well, he's the boss. If he didn't do it, don't look at me. Surely that he reports to you means something. Do you want to comment?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I comment by saying that in the morning we discussed his powers that he reports directly to council in terms of the SAPS Act and his responsibility to discipline members. And there's no way where it says the accounting officer must discipline members, including the systems of delegation. It is actually delegated to him. So I did not follow the discussion during his testimony as to whether such question was asked to him, what did he do with this? Despite claiming that he had a meeting with me to show me the pictures and whatever, that for me is still an allegation, and he must confirm it. The onus is on him to confirm that he did have a meeting and he indicated this. This report, it's an official report. It is with legal to defend the city. The issue of discipline still lies with the chief of police.
What does it mean? Maybe let's go back to basics. What does it mean when you say he exercises his powers inter alia, subject to your directives? Well, what does it mean?
Remember, we discussed that fact that the council has appointed him as the head of policing.
Yes.
And I argue that in as much as he's appointed, we need to read the SAPS Act in conjunction with the Systems Act.
That when you say he's accountable to you and you don't seem to hold him accountable for this, and then you come here, you say, well, he didn't do anything about it. The question is, well, why did you not hold him accountable for this? And it seems your answer is, well, it had nothing to do with me. I am concerned about that.
Well, maybe it's an oversight from my side that I did not pursue him to actually, I have so many HODs, I can't be sitting on one person. And for me, I accept that it's an oversight for not making him to account.
Thank you.